Okay. We are back. So the only thing I know about this song right now is that it's called Erma from Burma and that it's 133 beats per minute. I don't know anything else about that. I've got a demo from Beefy here. I'm going to extract that and dump it into this project here. And then I've also got some loops which were made. We got some MIDI. We don't need no stinking MIDI. We got chorus, bass, lead, guitars, Rapture Pro. Interesting. All right, let's grab Beefy's demo first. Throw that into Cubase. Alright, well, let's see what we've got so far here.
Her name was Erma, quite an impressive figure.
Alright, so because that was an MP3, notice everything is going to be slightly skewed. So let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Turn that off. And we're just going to stick that beat. Looks like that probably got triggered right there.
Her name was Erma.
Okay, so we got something going there. And now we're lined up. So let's check and see if these loops are stereo or mono. We'll throw them in there. Are these files mono or stereo? I'll bet they're all the same length. Let's drop it in a stereo track and see. Yeah, they're all stereo. Okay. All right. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these guys. So these original audio tracks are all mono. So let me get myself my default template is set up with half a dozen mono tracks. I'm a start from scratch for the most part kind of guy. I don't usually have any preloaded instruments or anything. I just like to have half a dozen blank tracks to either record on or drag stuff in depending on what we're doing. So let's grab these dudes here and we'll see what they are. Different tracks, Cubase. Okay, so they're all the same length. Oh, what did you do, Beefy? What's going on here with Audio 10? It stops in the middle. Loops don't stop in the middle, they loop. And it looks like this one is short. Let's check out this short one first. And then once I know what's in them, I'll name the tracks meaningful things. Oh, we don't need. It's a lot of reverb on that. Oh, that won't loop nicely. Maybe if I cut it in the middle, it will. We're going to call that cheesy horn. best kind of horn. And let's see, how long is the actual loop? Oh. Okay, so these look like they're all going to be 8-bar loops for the most part. Dun, 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 dun. This one, let's see if they're the same. Okay, so I need to split that into 2 different things. So what we do is we duplicate it, and then we trim that over there, and then we trim this over here. Call that Cubase other part. Okay. Banjo. It's like a banjo mandolin part. Let's drag that over there, and then we'll drag this Twitch chat over here. There we go. Let's see if we can get some more going on here. Oh, we got 3 parts. Oh, the banjo is lead gits. I didn't even look at the file names. I should do that. That was neglectful of me. Done, digga, done, done, digga, done. All right, are these the same? Visually, those look identical. I'll bet those are just repeats of the same loop. Why is there a break in between? Oh, I see. Because it's the empty measure. May or may not leave it that way. Alright, it looks like you can see me. Let's double check this audio here. Alright, it looks like you can see me. Alright, everything appears to be working fine. That's grand. Let's see what we got on these other loops here. That's a neat sound. Is that the same? I think the beginning just got clipped off it. I'm gonna use, yeah, it did. Let's take a look at this guy here. We'll use that one. That one's got the attack. synth drum goes there. Okay, chorus, Rex 23. So that one's awfully long. What is that? It's an interesting date. Same thing for that whole time. Okay, so that appears to be the same thing. So I'm gonna trim all these down to their essence. Let's give this demo up here. Listen, okay, I turn that down so it shouldn't blast through anymore. Let me check out some volume here real quick. That looks good, right? Not super bad. I can probably turn my voice up a little bit there so you can hear me. So it's not all quiet when I'm talking and blasting when the music goes. No, that's my favorite thing. Okay, so let's listen to this demo Beefy did again. I don't want to necessarily make it through all the lyrics, but let's see what he's got in mind as far as A sections and B sections. I have instructions here. My instructions are: arrange instrumental, 1 intro, 3 rap sections, 3 chorus hooks, upload stems. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We may not get it all done in one sitting, but that's what we're going to do with this song.
Her name was Erma.
Okay, so we got our intro. It's that A bass part.
Her name was Erma, quite an impressive figure, rocking LEDs and glitter. Some do big, she do it bigger. An estate that cost her quite a large commotion. But got a
Why you hit the bass, Beefy?
quite a large commotion.
We can have bass under you. Don't be threatened by the bass.
Never looking back again, but we both know you're not going to.
Okay, so he wants the B section under that.
Quite a large commotion. But gotta look in her ass, she can see you coming.
You punched that in, sir. Those overlap.
It right near the ocean. Every single language spoken causes quite a large commotion. But gotta look in her ass, she can see. Never looking back again, but we both know you're not. What would you like to do?
We got this. It looks like this is maybe going to be our chorus. It's pretty hooky. Rap sections, chorus hooks. Yeah.
What would you like to do?
So I'm going to start out doing this just with Beefy's loops. Then I'm going to probably radically reinterpret things. One of my functions in the Grammar Club is I'm largely devoid of original thought, but I tend to be okay at taking other people's things and embiggening them, as it were. I'm going to keep that drum groove is really nice with the weird gating. That's super cool. talking in the Discord to people. Let's see what we got here. Get this. Okay, so coming back over. It looks like if I take this here and I just highlight those and copy them, then we paste. We're just going to do this a few times here, and then we'll trim things up. Where are we at here in time? It looks like we're 1.5 minutes. It's probably going to be double that, would be my guess when we get done. So the beginning part of the song, we don't want to have both of these bass parts happening at the same time. That's going to sound all right, so let's what do we get with these if I start having a little fun here? That's going to happen. That's going to happen in a breakdown somewhere. So the intro, I believe, is going to be not this one. It's going to be the first synth bass part. Let's reset those. Okay, so let's mute Beefy's demo. Let's get into this and see what we got. Okay, so how did he start it with everything? I don't know if we want to start with we don't need the horns for the first go. Trim those down. And I think maybe the synth. It's only 8 bars, but there's no sense the first and second 4 being identical. I kind of don't want this in at all here, I think. Oh, I do want that to happen. Maybe we do this the other way around. Maybe we bring my mic is low, Shale says. Turn it up. All right, we'll turn it up. It's got about a 5 or 6 second delay. How's my mic now, Shale? Shale of the Rileys. We don't need that bass yet. Okay. Okay, we don't need the dun-digga-duns. There. Let's bring them in. There's going to be a shoop or something right there. That's a good start. I like this start though. Do we want the cheesy horn? Cheesy horn and banjo need to go next to each other. Let's move that track. It's going to be a longer intro. Okay. So we're going to get rid of cool bass part 2. Delete. Feel like that. Feel like that needs to be there. Need done to get done yet. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so here it needs to change. I feel like maybe we don't need either bass here. Maybe Beefy's right. He can rap without bass for a minute. So we got an intro, which is the chorus hook. Something we'll do here is all of the choruses will be that part. But then when I go and add, because I'll start adding guitars and more synths later, I'll make sure that each of the chorus hooks has something interesting. I'll do the same with the verses. But right now we're just getting the bones of the song before we start planting organs in it and hanging meat on the skeleton. Melody is going to be distracting. I feel like we can keep the horn maybe, but the banjo melody has been going for 16 bars. I already know I want to chop that up a little right there. I don't even need the other. We'll just do it there. Whoop. One measure's too big. Let's chop that down to 1/8 notes. Oh, I love the dugoong. But there's another bit that needs to. Okay, two hits? Yeah. That's nice. I kind of wonder about the horn notes here. Maybe we just want... Oh, too many. Okay, so that's the first part of our break there. And let's get some bass going here. We'll get just the back half of that new bass part. Maybe we don't want that. I don't know which bits are meant to belong with which bits. Let's go back to the beefy demo and see where I don't know if I ever heard that second bass part. There's the arpeggios. Same.
Her name was
No
Erma,
bass.
quite an impressive figure, rocking LEDs and glitter. Some language spoken causes quite a large commotion.
bass.
Gotta look in her eyes, she can see you coming in her stare burner to your brain. And if you were wise, you would jump up running without ever looking back again.
Okay.
But we
Huh. I don't know if we had the same idea or if I just heard that and absorbed it, but
know you're not
Let's see
going
here.
to dress to the 992's her gown altered.
but that definitely needs that bass part needs to not have the trumpet with it. Let's see what we get here. Beefy rapping, saying words much better than these. Chorus will come in. Let's there we go. Just to make sure that that doesn't clip the beginning of that hit. I like to hear all of the drum. I don't know if we need the horn there or not. Something I might do is just, this is a Cubase lazy automation trick. Now the horn's very quiet. Just drag that down like that. kind of wondering if we need to break down more. These drums are probably going to end up, I don't know if I'm going to keep this right now, but I'm probably going to kill the lows off of those and add some other synth drums so that I can keep this rolling through the track. If we're going to have sort of this persistent drum that goes through the whole song, which I think I might like actually, just to keep it drony a little, I'll probably make it not influence the bottom end too much so that it leaves room to do other drum tracks over the top of it, and this is sort of a you know, more detail piece. And then I can, the info update, it says music now. Yay! I'm no longer playing Friday the 13th. That's good, because I had not started playing Friday the 13th at all yet. So this track is going to have a lot more big, fat, low things going on by the time I'm done. I don't think we need the dig-a-duns here. I don't think we need them there either. They're just going to take up sonic space that I'm going to give to other things. I really like that bass part, but I'm probably going to redo it on another synth just so that it can change. And it seems like maybe the quantization is a little glitchy. Yeah, see how everything is slightly early. I could probably fix that. But yeah, might as well. Let's just pull an eighth note off of the end there. And yeah, you can see how everything else is right there. Let's just grab this, and it looks like these beats hit, so maybe it's not all of it, maybe it's just bits of it. Yeah, it looks like those two hits happen on time, and then this one. So let's see if fixing that one ruins the other ones. That's cool. That's much better, because now those first bits, it's kind of pushing it a little bit harder. I'm digging that. So these guys happen a little later. Pull that there. The Twitch chat is going to be hilarious if anybody watches this. I don't know if we've got any viewers in here, or if we're going to save this as a VOD, but it's basically me and Shale talking to each other, both using the same account. So, oh, 4 people are here. Cool. Okay, I think two of them are us. They may not be all us. Oh, one of them's his beefiness. You're gonna rap over this, Beefy. so I'm going to need to do that with all of these. So what I'm going to do now is just shrink this. We're just going to grab all those guys and delete them. And then take this one copy of the loop. And I wonder here, did he do it twice? No, he didn't do it twice. Okay, that's all right. We'll take that and then we'll copy. And then we'll just paste this a couple times. And then if we need to, we can always change things up later. This is a songwriting method that I've been using for probably 20 years now. Is what I'll do is I'll have my verse and my chorus generally set up, and I'll throw every part that I can just and stack them all up vertically like this. And then as I go along arranging, I'll just delete parts. So see how like this verse was originally just everything there, and now I've just carved out all of the sort of non-essentials. And then I'll do the same thing for the chorus. Then I'll do the same thing on the next parts. But it's easier for me to just create one chorus with all of the things. And then, of course, some of the things will overlap or eat each other's space. They'll elbow each other. So then what we do is, once we sort of pack all the clowns into the car, on the way to rob the bank, we kick out the clowns that are superfluous and get them ready for the next heist. And then hopefully each heist goes a little differently, but equally well. Okay, so we don't need either of these guys because this is going to be the chorus again. I'm assuming our rap breaks are going to all be the same length. Backed away from the mic. I'm assuming all the rap breaks are going to be the same length. I don't think we're going to do any sort of A, B, B sort of thing. But we could. We'll leave it open. We'll have to we'll have to figure this out. I guess I could look at the lyrics, but I want them to surprise me. So let's look here. Chorus. I'm probably going to leave these. I'm just going to leave these choruses like that. And I do actually kind of think, okay, so our intro is a double length chorus. That spring is excellent, but I'm not loving the kicks here. Let's fix that while we're looking at it. Yeah, so the intro is a double length chorus, so I'm probably going to do short verse, short chorus. Probably keep the rap breaks the same length, but if Beefy decides to double one up, I'll drag one out, and that won't be a big deal. But then probably either the second or third chorus is going to be double length, and maybe instrumental solo. This might be an automaton solo in there. That might happen. Maybe not. Maybe guitars. But there's probably going to be an instrumental solo for half a chorus, and then have the vocals cover the other half in either order. Typically, we kind of interchange the rap breaks and solos are interchangeable, but in this case I think the solo is going to be the chorus, or I'll write a bridge. I don't know. Not every song needs a bridge. Some songs are just 2 parts is good. Let's see here. Okay, so let's fix this spring and kick. See if I can do it without having to resequence it with different instruments. Yeah, we can make this happen. I just want the boing. Let's see if just doing this works. Not very well. I may have to lose the high squeakies and create some new high squeakies. May have to put some reverb on it or something. We'll work it out. All of these are nicely mixed. I haven't touched a volume knob yet. We'll just... yeah. That sounds not wonderful soloed, but when we put that in, you won't notice how that decay hits. I wonder if I can do this. I was hoping those two hits were bigger. If I do that there, bump, bump, bow. I don't love it. Okay, so that fade needs to just chop there because we're killing it too much. Oh yeah, the title that wasn't chosen by us. That was chosen by one of our supporters, by one of our biggest supporters, in fact. This was our Noblesse Oblige challenge. So the topic and such were chosen by a Patreon supporter. So what am I doing? There we go. Okay, so he also chose, I believe, quite a bit of things about what happens in the storytelling. I've kind of intentionally avoided looking a little bit because I want to be surprised by what happens. Man, that is just awful. That doesn't work at all. I'm wondering if we cut that and we fade it in rather than out. Oh, well, I hate everything that I just did there, so I think what I'm going to end up doing is recreating that with a different synth, or Shale, why'd you put the kick on the same track as the spring? Why is that happening? Oh, because it's a pre-made loop. Okay. Pre-made loop person, why'd you put the spring and the kick on the same track? What an odd loop to have made. Well, I may have to find a spring. All right, so I'm going to need to find a way to amp up this second chorus here. I think I'm going to be adding some things, probably change some instruments around. Here. Okay, so here's where our next bit of rap happens. So we're going to go to our second bass line. Okay, we're going to get rid of, I think we're going to get rid of the trumpet and the banjo. Now the dun-dig-a-duns on the second chorus. Let's do something tricksy. And so we had the dun-dig-a-duns, and we're going to leave them out for a long time. They're going to be out because they were a part of the chorus on the intro. Then they were part of the chorus here, but let's make them part of the rap verse instead. The second rappening. I feel like, okay, we can thin out this chorus by not having that. Probably helps if I don't solo. So the soloing and muting trick I've got going on is I have the Beefy's demo that he made muted. So if I solo it, it's all I'll hear. And when I turn off solo, everything else is on. But then I can use the regular solos normally, and that lets me quickly A-B. I haven't been doing it much right now because I'm just working on this stuff down here. But on tracks where I need to switch back and forth a lot, that's an easy way to do it. Okay, so we had the big intro, big chorus, and we drop it down dynamically for our first rappening. Our second chorus is going to be a little bigger. Then our second rap section is going to need to be a little bigger than the first. We'll probably have a big breakdown in the middle section here. So chorus, verse, yeah. Breakdown's going to happen here. We need to take all of these things, all the things, and we need to continue copying and pasting. We're going to need at least 2 more sections. What is that? Where does that put us? That puts us, only puts us in 1 minute and 42 seconds. This is not going to be, I don't think this is going to be a super long song. Sorry you didn't send vocals. It was just so Shale could write to it. Well, that's okay. You don't know how long I'm going to make your breaks anyway, Mr. Beefy. It sounds so crazy with both bass lines. Okay. I don't think it's going to be a particularly long track. I think it's only going to be about 2 minutes. Then we'll have like 4 measures of silence, and then we'll have Tanner go crazy at the end and put in some nutso things, because that's going to be a fun thing to do. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so that is our second rap section. Dun, 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 dun. How stupid am I going to get with this song? I feel like this is going to be, this chorus is where we're going to have, yeah, this is going to be our, right here, our double length chorus. There's going to be a guitar solo. And then the chorus will carry on. Okay, so let's get rid of rap break 2. And then let's get rid of our drum bass part 2. Okay, so bass part 2 here. I think I'm going to put the solo first. And then a big fatty chorus with lots of vocals after. Which means that I need to get rid of these guys, even though it's going to be this part. Okay, so let's go ahead and start doing some stuff here. Oh, that window is on the wrong screen. Okay, so intro 2 times chorus. Whether there's singing here or not is yet to be determined. Probably will. Okay, so here at 18. There's one. So we'll call this chorus 2 since the intro is going to have chorus 1 contained in it. Okay, so that's going to be verse. This is mostly just housekeeping stuff that I do for my own benefit later. If somebody asks me, hey, where does this happen? I was saying the intro would be instrumental and then the singing would be in the choruses, but they'd have the same chord structure. I agree, Shale. I think that's probably what's going to happen. And let's see here. I may add live drums on this too. I'm not sure. I feel like this is going to have a lot of drums in it. Okay, so here's, yeah, rap bass. Bass 2 tells me that we're on the rap section. Okay. Insert marker. Okay, and we do need 3 rap verses, if I recall correctly. 1 intro, 3 rap sections, 3 chorus hooks. All right. There's probably going to be a 4th chorus hook for the outro, would be my guess. And we may extend one of the rap sections. Maybe the final. We should have Beefy tell extra story. Okay, so there's our chorus happening there. Okay, so we need another rap verse, which is going to be another 16 bars. I'm going to make it longer. Okay, so let's delete these from that. I'll delete that from here. Let's grab one of these. And another helpful trick, kids. Scroll way down past where you're going to be and paste everything. And then if you accidentally muck yourself up and delete something, you've got it down at the end. Okay, so this is our rap verse. So we're going to... Let's copy that. Let's make this one... I should make it 1.5 length. Okay, so that's going to go there. And we've got our final section here is going to be a chorus. Oh, oops. Let's just fix that there. Okay. So here we're going to get rid of that, I think. Yes. Man, I don't know. Double length rap section there after a double length chorus. It'll be easy to fix it if it's too long. Okay, so there's that. Okay, that's our... So this is going to be our rap break. I'm just going to take out... Yeah, this is going to be the double length rap break. And then the outro is going to be that chorus, and it's probably just going to be a short chorus, extra hooks, and an 8-bar verse. We already did the extra hooks, Beefy. But this whole section here, right in here, this whole big area that's all rap, if you wanted, we could cut it down to 8 and then jump straight into this, because I'm going to do the end is going to be 2 of these regardless. And then we'll see what we end up with. Okay, so we need to get the horns out of the rap section and the banjo out of the rap section. Let's delete those guys, delightful little fellows though they are. There's no time for lazy beef. That makes the song as it sits. We're at 97 measures because we start on measure 2, and we're looking at just shy of 3 minutes. That's a pretty decent length for a song to be. Okay, let me finish labeling these, and then we're going to go and carve out some more things, and then I'm going to start adding things. I may want to stop this in about 15 minutes or so. So we may stop with the carving out section, so I can go do some things here at home, and then I may come back and stream some video games for a little bit later. Let's see here. I really dig this. I may not be able to stop myself once I get started on one of these things. I've said before, there's nothing more valuable to me than unscheduled time, because once I start working on something, it could turn into a marathon. Okay, we don't want the basses. Oh, I never did the thing. I'm gonna do that on your long rap verse. That's gonna be cool. I'm gonna stick a marker here to remind myself to do it, because I'm not sure how I'm gonna accomplish it. But these 2 bass parts are going to be happening at the same time. Then I'm probably going to do it by resequencing them and then panning them using automation. But they'll be neat. I'm probably gonna put dirty live bass on there too. Okay, so where's my last marker? Was it 58? That was telling me vocal chorus. Okay, so long rap verse. Marker. Both bass parts hard panned. And then chorus out. And now we have, this is our general song structure here if you look at our markers. This is sort of how I work with this sort of thing. We have an intro, 2 times chorus, rap verse, guitar solo, chorus, long rap verse, let's 3, then both bass parts hard panned. The solo, the guitar quackery here, the solo, if I were looking at trying to make this sort of traditional song structure, golden ratio sort of thing, that climax is going to be this part of the song right here. is once we get here, you want to have your intro, your build. This is sort of the meat of the story. You know, this is where you blow up the Death Star. And then you got to have some calm down time before you get to the metal scene and then the credits. So looking structure-wise, we're pretty good, but it's very likely that I'm going to either swap these or else we got to make this chorus huge. Huge. So we're going to do that there. One of those things will happen. Either this will be a big meatily climax or it'll be a big a vocally climax. Okay. But now we've got the general flow of the song. And notice how as I went for this first part, I started doing this as we go along. I haven't done much with the spring and kicks other than when I kind of messed around at the beginning, because I think I'm going to have to either replace it with something similar or do some separate editing to get just that boing part. This big synth drum is also carrying on through the whole song. We can't have that. This is one of those things, if you're up to the ceiling right at the beginning, then you got no place to build. So I like this big synth drum, but it's going to need to be cut out more often than it is. Let's take a look at some places where it can go away. I feel like the bong sound there. It's our rap section. I don't think we need it here. And I'm going to move this here. Yeah, we don't need that big drum there. I like it in the first rap break. Yeah, I'm going to take these out of the choruses. They work great in the other parts. Where am I? I'm at rap verse 2. Okay. Oh, that's not rap verse 2. Hang on. What's going on here? 34 is rap verse 2. I am at... That's rap verse 2 at 34, where I expect it, right? Okay. 50 is guitar quackery. Oh, okay. I think I know what's going on here. That's supposed to be, okay, so we're supposed to be going to a chorus here. What I did is I made a chorus, but it was a bad chorus. Everything needs to move back a few bars. So guitar quackery needs to happen here. Yeah, and that's our double length chorus. Okay, so let's fix those. So what we do is we click on that 34. So then we do functions, move marker to cursor. There we go. And we just move all of these guys back to where they go. Got to remember to do the hard pan on the bass parts. Okay, so now our markers are correct. That looks right too. Now we're switching back and forth between these two bass parts. Now that we've got them alternating like that, I could drag these back up into the same track, but it's not like tracks cost dollars. It's not going to hurt anything to have these separate for now. If we do something CPU intensive with them, then I'll have to rethink that decision, but for the time being, they can live on separate tracks. It makes it visually easier to distinguish the sections too. Okay, so choruses. I decided we don't need that on choruses. Okay, so this first chorus here doesn't need those. Yeah, we'll keep that there. Actually, we'll keep that on the vocal half, but not on the guitar half. We'll keep that big drum. I may take all the bass out of the first half. Like we had this big climax, we may drop off a little and then build back up a little hill on the way down. We're going to take this out. No, we're going to leave that. But we want the dun-digga-duns to come back. No, because they're going to clutter. We'll save those for the choruses. Okay, so... Let's make this hit harder like we did the one in the beginning. Do we need the bass notes? We might want the bass notes in there. I think we trim out that snare drum right there. And that. Yeah, that's getting interesting now. Let's take that and stick it right there. And let's see how we can accomplish this thing. These two guys need to get glued. Let's bounce that, replace. Okay. Okay, so let's take those guys here. Show automation. Panner, left, right. Okay. I was supposed to make that part bigger. Oops. Okay, let's. There we go. So right here we're at center and center. Let's take the part we expect and drag it to the, okay, so that's the part we're expecting. This is the part we're not expecting. Oh, that's the wrong place. Drag that one to the right. And then when we get to the end, to the next section, we will come back up here and back down here, and let's see where that happens. We'll cut off the last note of each one for additional impact. Oh, go to center. If there's any reverb, it'll pan out to the other side. Fine. We'll just change that. Center. Okay. Let's take that. And when we get to that section, we'll see what happens. So we got our normal wrap break here. And when it gets to there, we're going to pan out to the sides. So we got this. Okay, we're going to get this out of the way, and we're going to bring these guys back in. Not there. There. Yeah, the drum cut is nice. This is going to be super confusing with a subwoofer, like this section here. If you've got like a big speaker on each side of you, it's going to go side to side. But if you've got all of your bass coming out of a subwoofer, it's going to be a little messy. So I'll probably do something to help prevent that from being prevent that from being a catastrophe. I'll have to do something about that ending. It's definitely going to go bop, 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 because of course it's going to go bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. In fact, let's just make that happen right now. Okay, so let's cut down to eighth notes. Bump, bump, bump. What do we got here? Can I get... I think maybe this is what I need. Let's really cheat. Bam, look at that. Oh man, Joe. But that instrument just keeps on tremolos. Just brrrr up. Okay, let's see here if we zoom in. This may sound dumb, but it's okay. It's going to be... If it sounds too dumb, we'll just take it to the background. I don't hate it. All right, we're going to keep that. Okay, this last one needs to come out and fade down. There we go. Look at that. So we got a start and a finish. All right, guys. So we've got our song structure pretty well sorted out here now. This is the all of the loops. This is our just in case back here. We've got a good length song. I think I'm going to call it a session for now. I'll probably come back to this later and add some, I think this is going to get some nylon guitar for sure. And then probably add some electric guitars and some meatly bits. But for now, we're going to call it a good session. And hopefully you guys will find this sort of thing interesting, and I'll do some more of this music creation streaming. I am Ailsean from the Grammar Club, and I will see you guys later.